Hey there, guys and gals. Thanks for joining me once again for a Bible drill as we continue to talk about the great miracles that Jesus performed. So many wonderful miracles that are recorded for us in Scripture. And this one, it's an amazing miracle, but there are aspects of this miracle I need to tell you that are a little bit disturbing and frightening. And so I hope you're able to handle it. In Mark chapter 5, we read about Jesus and the apostles. They had sailed across the Sea of Galilee to the other side, and they had experienced some turbulence along the way. Jesus calmed the stormy sea. That was one miracle. But once they got to the other side, Mark chapter 5 tells us that Jesus had to perform another miracle in order to show his power and his authority. And let's talk about what the episode is all about. When Jesus came to that side, to the country of the Gerasenes, he's met by a man who was possessed by a demon. And there's a lot about demon possession that we don't know. And in fact, some of the images and things that you're going to see on the screen in this drill really are just based upon our imagination of what that might have been like and what that might have looked like. But I want us to understand that demon possession was very real in Bible times, and that people did experience that, and it caused a great amount of pain, and especially for this man that we know as the Gerasene demoniac. This man, because he was possessed by demons, he had to live out amongst the caves. He was a danger to himself and to others. He had superhuman strength because of this demon that was inside of him, and it caused him to just act in ways that normally under normal, healthy circumstances he would not act. And so here he is living amongst the caves, not able to live like a normal person and be with his family and go to a job and do those sorts of things. No, he's a big outsider. People are afraid of him. Well, when Jesus confronts the man, the demon that is inside of him actually recognizes who Jesus is. He acknowledges him as the Son of God. And since he knew that he was God's Son, he begs Jesus, please don't torture me. Please don't harm me. Please don't do things to me that I know you have the capability of doing. And that says something. If even demons recognize that Jesus has authority and power and that he's God's Son, wow, what does that say to the rest of us? We need to acknowledge who Jesus is as well. Well, what Jesus does is he commands the demon, first of all, to tell his name. He asks him, what is your name? And the demon says, Legion, for we are many. And what I think we need to get from that is that this man didn't just have one demon inside of him. This man had lots of demons inside of him. Legion in Roman times, if you had like an army, well, that may have meant as many as 6,000 soldiers. That's a lot. Other things say that a legion was maybe 12,000 soldiers. Not entirely sure what that was, but the concept is we're talking about many. So this man has many demons inside of him. Dozens, hundreds, maybe even thousands. We don't know entirely. But he's got all of these demonic forces inside of him, and it's just crippling him and causing him terrible pain. But instead of just being cast out of the man and being sent into some distant, far-off place, what the demon requests is that they might be able to be sent into a nearby herd of pigs. And now you probably do remember this story, don't you, if you didn't know it before. He says, send us over into these pigs so that we can be inside of the pigs. Well, Jesus, to his credit, he actually humors him. He commands the demons, come out of this man, you evil spirits. And the demon, of course, does exactly what Jesus commands the demons to do. They come out of the man. They then go into the herd of pigs. And the next thing you know, 2,000 pigs go running wildly and plunging down the hillside into the sea. These pigs essentially commit suicide, and all of them drown and die in the sea. Now that would have been kind of impressive to see. Might have been kind of frightening to see all of that. 2,000 wild pigs just running down the hillside, just going crazy and running into the water. That would have been a sight to behold. But the pigs is not who we need to be impressed with. Who we need to be impressed with is Jesus. And the man who had been possessed by the demons, he was impressed with Jesus. He was in his right mind once again. He was thinking clearly. He was acting normal. And so he asked Jesus if he could follow him. And I think that shows the great faith of this man. He had seen a miracle unlike anything he had ever seen, where Jesus is able to drive demons out. And so now he wants to follow Jesus. Jesus tells the man instead, no, I don't want you to follow me. But what I do want you to do is I want you to go back to your home, go back to your family, go back to your friends, and I want you to tell them of the great things that the Lord has done for you. And that man does. Goes back to his home country and tells people about this Jesus character and about the great things that he had done. How Jesus had authority even over the demons. And we ought to take comfort in that. Sometimes we get frightened when we think about demons or when we think about the devil and what the devil can do. Well, the devil does have power, and his demons have power. But they don't have the kind of power that Jesus has. You rest easy at night, and you take comfort in the fact that when we have faith in Jesus, we have all that we're ever going to need. Thanks for listening. Until next time.